Okay, it's the 15th. It's a Friday in November. Taping this in the evening around 7:30. We're going to talk about the snow that everybody keeps talking about. Show you as of right now what my thought process is. Models are kind of showing two things happening, but basically I think could come together on what I think is going to happen snowfall wise. So I'll just show you the deal. And here's your high pressure system. If you follow me daily, I explain to you I always need a high to the north. The problem with this one is here's Nova Scotia way up here, right here. Okay, it's right there. So this high needs to be, these highs need to be further to the east for this to be a big Pennsylvania snowstorm. Doesn't mean we're not going to get snow, but for the eastern part of PA and Jersey and Delaware, it's just that the highs are not right. Things are not correct right now for everything. But here's the anatomy of it. This is Wednesday afternoon. Here's your low pressure systems. There's a little one here and here, but the main one is down here. What this model, and this is the GFS, shows it come up and get into Ohio, and it really deepens in Ohio. See why it's not here, but here's your high pressure, still not where it needs to be. There's a low up here. Okay, so this low is doing this. So what this low doing and what this high is doing, when you add all this in, when you figure this whole thing out, let's see if I can mark this. Um, when you got your rotation around the low pressure system, it's this way. Well, can't make that work. Okay, well, I gave it a shot. Um, let's see. Can't make that happen. But anyway, it comes around and to this way, counterclockwise. The high pressure systems are clockwise. So you funnel strong winds this way, which holds the low pressure system down, doesn't allow it to actually do its normal cut up the lakes. So what happens is it kind of sticks around and it doesn't go away. Now this is already Thursday afternoon, and it's pretty much where it was, and then you can see it kind of drifts over western New York and northern Pennsylvania here. But what's going to happen is this is going to create its own cold air as it rotates, and then what's going to happen is the mountainous areas, not the Jersey Shore and all, but the mountain. See how this rotates? It's just going to sit there, and it's literally going to just rotate around. Pressure that it will transfer some energy off the coast, and it'll create like a lake effect type snow for a lot of people. And before it moves away, now this is Monday afternoon and it's finally clearing out. And then here high pressure builds in Wednesday and on Thursday for the most part over Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. How much snow? This is the GFS. Okay. Big snows out here in western PA, the higher elevations. A lot of it has to do with elevation, but it still shows Pittsburgh getting hit pretty good. Northeastern PA getting some snow. I think this snow is in the higher elevations, and I think it actually gets into northern New Jersey here, but it's just too early for the models to show it. This is the GFS. If we switch over, if we move this on to this is the Canadian. It doesn't show it as major coming in here, but I think the lake will have some effect on the amount of precipitation. I think it's somewhere in between all this. So if I was a betting person and I was trying to tell you like what I think's going to happen, I would say pretty much the northern part of New Jersey, all the way through the Poconos. The valleys, nothing. I think you get flurries out of this or mixed precipitation, but no sticking. But the higher elevations can expect snow. I think off of Lake Erie up here, the winds will be blowing off. The waters are pretty warm. I think it's going to be pretty hard right along the lake for snow to come down. It'll end up coming down as rain. But I think further inland, you'll see snow. So it's probably in between the two. The Laurel Highlands, as you can see, into West Virginia here, both models show them getting belted. It's just a matter of how much Pennsylvania gets out of this. And this would fall between the 21st and the 24th of the month. And then Thanksgiving, I will do a forecast on that tomorrow in depth and I will do on the .com page each area what to expect for Thanksgiving weather, but there'll be a two-day forecast is what I do all the time, and I will give you the forecast for late Saturday all the way into Monday on that. And then there'll be a map that I share on here on Facebook, also on there. So that's kind of what we got going on. It's kind of all reading that there's going to be rain and some snow. It's just a matter of how much you get out of this. I can show you one other thing here. Now, this is a simulated radar from the GFS. This is Wednesday night around 10 o'clock. You can see some precipitation in the form of rain moving into western PA. And then you can see it cross over the state overnight. And then we get to around 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, the 21st. And you can see the rain is now moved to the east, which is a good thing. We need the rain. But as it rotates, it pulls in, it starts to create its own cold air. And as you can see out here in Ohio, it's snowing at this point in time. And then it just kind of spreads east. But again, this takes you to Thursday night around 2 o'clock in the morning, and you can see there is some upper air cold here, so it's snowing a little bit into the Poconos, and I think it'll be further into northern New Jersey. And then, as you can see, it kind of hangs around. This is Friday night, 8 o'clock. Here's Saturday morning. Still some, and you see how it is off the lakes here. The water's too warm. It just isn't going to be snow, no matter what you read. Uh, and as you can still see, there is some snow going down. This is 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday the 23rd, and it's still snowing Saturday evening around 5 o'clock. But again, it's going to be not. It's gonna. Let me how do I explain this to you? It's going to be a little bit of a wet snow in certain areas, so it won't accumulate as much. But in the higher elevations, it can. This is Sunday evening around 8, and you can see enough cold air is rotated around this that maybe right along the shore here from Erie north, it could turn into a little bit of snow in there. But up to that point, it hasn't. But as you can see, this is around 11 o'clock Sunday night, the 20 was it the 24th? And there's still a little bit off the lakes before it starts to go away and finally retreats. And then we got a little bit comes across here during Thanksgiving Day, but it really doesn't affect much in PA except for some clouds. And then that following weekend, there's a little bit more rain, but that's kind of where we're sitting right now. I'll update this tomorrow, just giving you a heads up, especially in western PA and the mountain areas, what to expect the end of next week.